Greetings. Now quickly checking graphical settings, you can see that everything is maxed out. Unfortunately, this game has 144 FPS limit, so you cannot unlock it as far as I know. But for this type of game, I think it's plenty enough.
But his story begins 6 years earlier, in his village where he had grown up. The 6 nations of the Confederacy split apart as the fires of the American Revolution spread northward. Nathaniel's world would never be the same.
So the Seneca have joined with the Mohawk?
Yes. Both tribes think the British will protect them.
This is a white man's war. We must counsel the Seneca and the Mohawk to stay out of the fight.
Uncle Kanyon, if we don't choose a side, one will be chosen for us. We must defend our homes.
It's not a matter for young warriors to decide.
But Mother...
No more, Nathaniel. You will accompany me to the villages of our brothers. You will be silent. You will learn. Perhaps the reports about the Mohawk and Seneca allying with the British have been exaggerated.
You were saying, Uncle?
As you can see, I didn't use SSAA, downsampling technique, which basically renders higher resolution and downsamples into your native. So, for example, if I use 200 SSAA setting, the game will render at 8K internally and then this fit it into my 4K resolution monitor. Sure, it might look a little bit better, but it's just not worth it. And in my opinion, for 4K resolution monitors, it's completely useless.
Greetings, Nathaniel. We are being raided by 2 tribes across the river.
We're here to help if we can, War Chief.
We accept your help in our battle.
Now, a few words about this game itself. Now, it might sound like a hot take, but in my opinion, this is the best Age of Empires game for casual users, such as myself, because it has quite good story and the gameplay is also pretty simple, unlike in previous games like Age of Empires 1 or 2, where you basically have to research a bunch of tactics to play the game normally. And this game is quite easy and it varies quite a lot in mission style, at least in my opinion. First time I played this game many years ago, in maybe 2009 or 8, I'm not sure, but even playing back then I still remember it. And playing this again at Definitive Edition, it really brings back some few memories. Now the story is fictional and few people doesn't like that. In previous games they were based on actual events, but this one was a creative approach from developers and I think it serves better for this game. So I highly recommend this game for anyone basically. Especially if you are not really into RTS games, but maybe you have an idea to try this out. Now the graphics has definitely improved over the regular version, but I think the character detail just took a little bit of dive. I mean, sure, these characters are now fully in 3D as opposed to sprites in previous games, because sprites can be very detailed, especially in definitive editions. And these 3D models have a little bit low polygon count, in my opinion. But overall, this game looks absolutely amazing.
By a swift show of force, if we destroy one tribe's town center, the other tribe will stop fighting as well.
Now, obviously, this game is based on newer engine than the previous second game, and it absolutely shows. Just look at CPU utilization, and this one is a lot lighter in that aspect. I mean, sure, it also utilizes only about 3 to maybe 2 CPU threads, but it's just very light, even with heavy unit count. And the result of that, it doesn't have those massive FPS swings, as in second game, for example, where you can dip way from 120 to 60 or even below. In this one, it's going to be way more stable. Also, the last thing I noticed is the main memory usage. In Age of Empires 2, it had insane RAM utilization, around 15 gigabytes or so, including Windows. But in this one you can see that it's pretty low, I would say, at least considerably lower than the second game, with only around 10 gigabytes of usage.
Okay. Una hoden. Keo wantosare.
Una hoten. Ike.
Kaka. Tegis. Go.
Beem. Yekatentias. Okay. Una hoten. Ike. Okay. Cut on your wage.
Okay. Cut and chuha. Hanyoge. Ona hoten. Ye ike. Ye katentis. Ike ye katentis. Keriwentos. Katorats. Tekatkenyis. Ike.
Una hoten. Ike.
Una hoden. Hanyoge. Waktare. Ye katen wake. Katorats. Ike. Tekatkenyis. Wake. Katorats. Ye katent wake. Katorats. Hen. Keriwentos. Ye katentis.
Una hoten.
Ona hot katorats. Keriwentos. Katorats. Ike wake.
Beem. Yekatentias.
Hazara. Paten hanyoge. Hen. Keriwentos.
So overall, I think I could recommend this game for everyone, because it fits very well for a casual audience with simplified gameplay and quite easygoing story. And yeah, as I said, this is one of my favorite Age of Empires games. And there's also the fourth game, which I'm also going to test. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.
Katoras. Una hod keo wentosare.
Una hode. Okay.
The Seneca town center is down. Mission accomplished.